Hello, and thanks for joining us again for Chamber Chat here with Discover Magnolia. We are very excited today to have Malia. She's with Coast to Coast Turf right here in Magnolia. Malia, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. If you could, just to start off with, what does Coast to Coast Turf do?
Yes, so we install artificial turf. So primarily we install artificial turf fields, and that goes, anywhere from an elementary school all the way up to a stadium, university. And we do fields, playgrounds, indoor athletic facilities, dog parks, dog runs, batting cages, landscape. We do a lot of backyards, putting greens. So anything where turf can be applied is what we do.
That's pretty broad. That's a lot of work.
Yes, yeah. So a lot of different kind of avenues, and turf has really taken off in the last, 5 years. So a lot different applications that we've seen recently versus in the past where it typically was more really just fields. And so yeah, so it's been kind of exciting to see all of the new different applications and new products, and the turf has come a really long way, especially on the landscape side. It really does look like real grass, so that's been cool to see too.
That is cool. So tell us, how did the business get started?
Yeah, so the business was started in 2012, and we actually started selling used turf. So the turf that gets pulled off of a field before it's going to get replaced. And then it kind of evolved into doing a few fields here and there, and especially through the first couple of years. And then now we do, 45, 50 fields a year. So it's really taken off. If you've been to a Husky game this last year, we just actually installed the turf at Husky Stadium this summer. So yeah, so that was really exciting. But yeah, so that's kind of how it started, and it just really has evolved over the last, going on 10 years.
Yeah, I'm sure we have a lot of Husky fans that are part of our audience that are watching this. So
yeah, so that's really cool. And also, I don't know how much anybody knows about turf, but we distribute AstroTurf. And so, we have the Northwest distributorship.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what would you say makes your business special?
So I think the thing that makes our business the most special is that we are a family business. So it was actually started by my dad back in 2012, starting, like I said, selling used turf. And then it really is just evolved from there. My mom does the bookkeeping. My brother does some of the logistics. I do project managing and also handle our residential landscape turf side, playgrounds, indoor facilities. So kind of the smaller scale, as well as project managing a few of our fields. And so also beyond my family, our lead installer who has been with the company since the very beginning, his son, brothers, cousins, all work for us, my husband. So it really is just a family business. There's so many friends that work for us as well. So I think that's kind of unique and kind of cool. I think that's probably the main thing that I find special in our business.
I know that it's always cool to see how families can share those companies together and how they grow over the years, generation after generation. So that is pretty special.
Yeah. Yes.
So during COVID, what kind of things have you as a company, you as a person, things you've learned, things you had to make changes? How's that been for you?
Yeah, so I think COVID has been a challenge, obviously, for everybody and for, most businesses. At first, I think we saw it mainly in the actual manufacturing side. So a lot of delays on field production and turf in general. But I think that the biggest takeaway and the most positive takeaway from this is I think our company has really developed a better work-life balance. I feel like before COVID, it's so easy to only focus on work. At least for us, it was just so busy. And so I think after going through something like COVID, the work-life balance has really been important for our company and for all of our employees. And so, and for my parents and brothers, all of our employees have been able to, take some time off and really reflect. And then also, I think that's just something that we're going to continue moving forward, is life is not only about work.
So I think that's a great point, that we all have had the opportunity to kind of slow down and reevaluate what is the balance that we're living. So I think that's really important that you and your family, your coworkers have done that. I think we all need to if we haven't already.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. For those who aren't familiar with Coast to Coast Turf, what are ways that they can learn more about you? Your website, are you on social media, that type of thing? How can they connect with you?
Yeah, so we do have a website, and it's just coasttocoastturf.com. We do also have social media. And then, yeah, maybe I can reach out to the council. I have a bunch of business cards that I could drop off, or I would be happy to share my information with whoever would like it. Like I said, I handle most, or I guess really all of our residential projects and playgrounds and all things like that. So more on the landscape turf side of things. And so I'd be happy to connect with anyone who is interested, wants more information, or potentially is thinking of converting their yard from natural grass to turf.
Okay, that's great. Well, Malia, thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing your story, your time with us, and for all that you do. I know you've already made an impact in our community, so thank you for you and your family.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And I really look forward to hopefully speaking to other people in the Magnolia community.
Awesome. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.